Kita bangga menghafal Al-Quran tapi tidak memahami Al-Quran. Senang mengulang berbahasa Arab tapi tidak mengerti bahasa Arab. Suka membaca Al-Quran tapi tidak memahami maknanya. Akhirnya apa? Menjadi keledai di Indonesia.
Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you, and happy afternoon in Sunday for those who they are in Asia and Indonesia. Today our topic is about we pray in Arabic, but we do not understand Arabic. What makes Islam more silly is what we see in the Quran. In chapter 12, verse number 2, and many other verses, supposedly the God of the Abdul is speaking, and he says that we have revealed it to you, which means the Quran, in Arabic language that you may understand. And I find this statement is hilarious, because even those who speak Arabic, they could not understand the Quran. And those who live in the time of Muhammad, they could not understand the Quran. And until now, none of those who speak Arabic from before or now, they understand the Quran. So how a Muslim who don't even speak Arabic, he will understand the Quran? And how the Quran is supposedly a book of an international language, as the Muslims they claim, but yet Muhammad, he says in his book, we made it to you in Arabic so you might understand. It's a very silly statement. Nobody understands the Quran. Not even Muhammad himself understands the Quran, because there is no point of this book. This book is made like a rap music, which is made very horrible. You see, the Muslim, they bring you someone, he have a nice voice, and anyone he have a nice voice, it doesn't matter what he sing, even if he's singing the F word, is going to come nice in your ears. I will give you an example. If somebody brought you a song in a language you don't understand, and the singer have a very nice voice, and he's saying nothing but except you know, he eat poop and he enjoy poop and he like to do poop, but you do not know what he's saying, you will be the same as the cobra who move her head with a stick. You have no idea why the stick is moving, but you move your head with it. So Quran, for those who speak Arabic, they knew how silly, how stupid it is. And there's no connection between the verses. Like, as an example, look in front of you and look how silly this book is. We made this book for you in Arabic so you might understand, and yet in the first verse it says Alif Lam Mim Ra. Alif Lam Ra. If you ask the Muslim what does that mean, they don't know. They say, oh, only Allah knows what he meant by those. How many times I said nobody call me, guys, unless I say call me now. Please don't call me. Don't call me unless I say we can take calls. Unless I have to go. Anyone want to call me, especially if you are a Christian, ask me if you can call, please, because you do nothing except disturbing our topic. Always we notice how the Muslims, they try to say to us or try to present Islam or Quran as something miraculous. The miraculous is a book who cannot understand even with my own language. This is miracle of stupidity. And if you go and see the structures of the book, you will notice how funny and how silly this book is, and how there's no connection. If you read just the first two verses, it says that those verses are scriptures are makes plain. I mean, what's plain about them? What is plain about them? And then he says, and we made the Quran for you in Arabic so you might understand. But how come still they can't understand? And if you make it in Arabic so they can understand, so what about the Quran will be made to someone from Pakistan or Indonesia? Clearly here, Muhammad, when he mentioned this, he was thinking of himself as a prophet for the Arab only. He never thought that he is going to expand his business. In the beginning, his hope was for something smaller, the Arab around him, Mecca around him. But he never thought that the business will grow. If you go to different verse in the Quran, you will see the Quran saying another thing, which is making it more stupid too. And actually, this verse makes sense, but it's against the Quran itself. The Quran says, we never send a messenger except he speak the tongue of his people so they might understand. So according to the Quran, the author of the Quran, he set a guideline that the God who his name is Allah, supposedly, he will never send, and he never did send, a messenger unless he speak the language of his folk. So he have to be from the folk, speaking the language of the folk. He can't be a foreigner speak the language. And he have to be a person who is a native from the folk, speaking the language of the folk. And the purpose is so we can make it clear for them, as you see. And this is the Muslim translation. And that makes sense. And then we will find the stupidity of the Quran in different places where the Muslim, they say that Muhammad was sent for all mankind. But yet the Quran confirmed that we never send a messenger unless he speak the language and the tongue of the people to the people. You notice, like when those Muslim Abdul who don't speak Arabic, they call me. They ask me what translation you are reading. Question: what you used to do before the translation exist? How the Muslims, they survive to be Muslims until now, and know your father and you, and nobody knows what you do not know Arabic. Somebody is from Turkey. Somebody is from Afghanistan, Pakistan. How you can understand what the Arab themselves, they could not understand what Muhammad trying to say. It's very silly, it's very stupid. Actually, every verse in front of you is a joke. What is the relationship between this verse and the verse before it, and the verse after it, and the verse after it, and the verse after it? Nothing. It's a mix of shish kebab. If you remember in the Quran, there's a verse where it says that today Allah, he completed the Quran for you, completed his favor upon you, and he chose Islam for you as religion. Okay, so today you completed the religion for us, right? And you choose Islam for us as a religion. So what about the rest of the Quran? You completed the Quran in the beginning of the Quran. This is how silly this religion is. It's forbidden for you to eat this and that and that, and then he says, as you read with me, this day I have perfected your religion for you. Do you see it? This day. But hold on. This is a chapter 5, verse number 3. Either the Muslims, they have to agree that somebody, he played with the Quran, he abused it, he changed it, he fabricated locations, or Allah is stupid. Because how you can say in the beginning of the Quran that today I completed your religion for you, perfected your religion, it's became perfect today. This day I have perfected your religion for you and completed my favor upon you and chosen Islam for you as religion. This is a verse, should be the last verse in the Quran. If the Quran truly is a book coming from God, this is like somebody saying, thank you for reading my book. Today I finished my book and I hope I was able to help you. Somebody saying from now on we cannot download the Christian Prince videos. Why you cannot? It's very easy. There's tons of videos in YouTube. Search how to download YouTube videos and they will show you. Especially make the filter for the last year so you can get a new method and a new apps. Firefox, they have app to install in your Firefox to make you able to download easy. So as we see, this book cannot be a book of God because it doesn't make sense. It's contradict itself. Same time, the same book saying that we made this book in a clear, pure Arabic. We find that even the word Quran itself is not Arabic. What is the first sentence? What is the first verses Muhammad received? You remember when the angel came to him and he squeezed him and he told him to read. Do you remember? Chapter 96, verse number 1, 2, 3, 4, as you see. The first verses supposedly Muhammad received from his God is the most stupid statement ever. A God who said to his angels, read, sorry, to his man, read, but the man he do not know how to read. And then this God, he make the angel squeeze Muhammad 3 times, and still the man he do not know even what the angel want. And then the God, he says to Muhammad, read, read, and your Lord is the most gracious, and he is the one who taught you by the pen. How he taught him by the pen? Same time, the word qalam is not an Arabic word. The word alaq is not an Arabic word. The word Allah is not an Arabic word. The word Ar-Rahman is not an Arabic word. The word Ar-Rahim is not an Arabic word. The word Rabbaka is not an Arabic word. This way, like even in Hebrew, you say Rabbi, right? Rabbi, Rabbi. Rab is coming from the Aramaic, which is mean Lord. It can be a lord of a house. It can be God. It can be Rabbi. So we made the whole book in Arabic, but there's no Arabic in this book. Even what Muhammad, he called it hell, which is Jahannam, he stole it. If you ask any Muslim what Jahannam mean, he have no idea. What Jahannam? All the names Muhammad he have in his Quran, they have nothing to do with Arabic. Ibrahim, Ismail, Ishaq or Isaac, Ishmael, Israel, Mikael, Jibril. I mean, how does God, he prefer Arabic, even he wrote the Shahada in his throne in Arabic, yet all the names of his angels are not Arabic names. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys? And then because Muhammad, he's trying just to make a point. Because of that, he come with a stupid. He was not successful to make a point because his Arabic is broken badly. So, you know, just to keep the term of the last letter, as you see here, like al-akram, last letter is M. Al-qalam, ya'lam. And here he switched because he don't have enough words to continue. He don't have ability. Then he switched to liyatagha. So the last letter is alif maqsura. Staghna, na. Raja'a, raja'a. Yanha, yanha. Salla. So he is just keeping the term or the tone of letters, but by doing that, he messed up with the meaning. There's no meaning of the words. If you read, you will see how silly it is. I mean, what do you mean he taught the human being by the pen? Allah, he taught the human being by the pen. What is missing to say that Allah is the one who created the pen? Nay, but verily man is rebellious. What is the connection between this verse and this verse? And what nay mean? Nay for what? Nay an answer for what? I mean, when somebody says nay, obviously somebody is asking you a question, or you what nay? Nay. And then that he think himself independent. And then he continue, and you read the whole chapter. Did you learn anything useful? It is like a special kind of wisdom. Anyone can make a speech, says you have to go back to God, and God, he will judge you in the end of the time. And the human being, sometimes he's a greedy, he think he is, etc. But this is there's nothing there. What I learned from this chapter, nothing. And then, as usual, Muhammad always he threat in his book, and when he threat, he make poo-poo. Actually, if you notice with me, all the last few verses in the Quran, they are the most funny, stupid ones. And I believe the Muslims, they put them at the end, not because they are short as they claim, but because they are stupid. Look at this. Say, I seek refuge by the Lord of mankind, the King of mankind, the God of mankind, from the evil of the sneaking whisperer, who whisper in the heart of mankind, of the genie and the mankind. I mean, is that really a God talking? How many mankind we have? And if you read it in Arabic, you will die laughing for those who speak Arabic. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. He's just trying to keep the tone, and because of that, the meaning is very silly. Look how many times he repeat the same word in Arabic. You can ask anyone. If you repeat the same word over and over and over, this is a big failure. That means you are out of words to use. الناس 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 الخناس الوسواس. And what خناس? الخناس الوسواس. If you switch to the verse, this is chapter number 114, but what about we go to 113 to see maybe it's better? It's the same garbage. I mean, Allah, he sent this 10 words. Say, I seek refuge of the daybreak. What? What do you mean seek refuge of the daybreak? What's wrong with the daybreak? From the evil of that which he created. From the evil he created who? Allah. He created the evil, and we seek refuge by Allah from the one who created the evil. And then he goes and he says, وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبْ. If you have my book, you will see that Aisha, she came to Muhammad and she was horny. Waqab here is about penis, but if you read the translation, you will see nobody says anything about the penis. Muhammad, his wife Aisha, she is horny, she is young, she want to have sex, and obviously Muhammad, he cannot satisfy her. So he said to her, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ مِنْ شَرِّ مَا خَلَقَ, blah, blah, blah. So he is claiming that she is evil now. And then he inserted some special verses about envy. And you see here, they don't really translate correctly. I mean, it doesn't say here from the evil of malignant witchcraft. It doesn't say that. It says min sharri naffathati fil uqad, from those who blow in the knots. So according to Muhammad, God, this is Allah supposedly talking. Let us change the translation. Let us choose different hilarious donkey. Muhammad, he believe, sorry, God, his God believe that you can control people by blowing in the knots. See, the translation is false. They did not mention the word knots. Let us change the translator. This is Yusuf Ali. Let us see Shakir. Here we go. You see, in Shakir he got it right. So from the evil of those who blow on the knots. Okay, let us say I am a person who don't speak Arabic, and now I'm reading the Quran in a language I don't understand, and there's no English translation. How in the world I want to know what it's talking about? Same time, here we go, we have it translated. What does that mean? How in the world we will know what does that mean? What is the evil? Who is the evil who blow in the knot? He's talking about who? About what? All of this teaching is nothing but superstition. It's fictions. Somebody buy a Barbie and he can blow, or he make a rope and he tie a knot for you and he blow in it, and supposedly he control you by that. By the way, Muslims, I would love to see you controlling me by the knot. Why you don't make a knot for me? Huh? Why you don't make a knot for the Jews, for Netanyahu? Make a knot for Trump. What are you waiting for? And what kind of God he believe in such a garbage? The envy and the one who envy. And here we notice, you know, I mean, Islam, because it's very silly religion, Allah, he said to Muhammad what to say to be protected from the witchcraft and from the knot, and later we find that Muhammad was controlled by magic. So what's the point of this verse? Muhammad himself was controlled by black magic, according to Muslims. According to me, I don't believe in that story. I believe that Muhammad, he made it up that he was controlled by black magic just to cover his ass. This guy, he's mentally ill, he do crazy stuff, and he have to cover himself, says, don't blame me, blame the Jews. Blame the Jews. According to the story, a Jew, he took some hair from the prophet, we do not know from which location, but I hope not from his ass, and he controlled him. The guy name is Lubayd ibn al-Asam. Lubayd ibn al-Asam, he controlled the prophet, and he took some hair from him, as you see in the story. And then Allah, in order to save his prophet from being controlled by Lubayd ibn al-Asam, who is supposedly a Jew who cast a spell on Allah Messenger. Have you ever heard of such a story? How he is Allah Messenger protected by Allah, yet a Jew, his name is Lubayd, he cast a spell on Muhammad. And imagine this spell was so powerful to the point Allah himself could not do from far away a solution. He had to send 2 angels or 3 and find a solution to save the Prophet from the influence of the spell. So why Muslims, they say to us, if Allah wants something, he say be is going to be. Why you are sending 2 angels to fight a stupid spell, which is nothing but some hair stuck in a comb. And now I understand why Sam Shamoun don't have hair. I think this is for security reason. Be careful. If somebody takes some of your hair, he got you. As simple as that. This is God, this is religion, this is a prophet. I mean, name one thing for me this prophet was not affected by. He claimed that his cousin, he raped him. He wear women clothes. He put eyeliner. He pissed like women. He imagined himself having sex, but he did not. He was under black magic. I mean, what is left? He's a child molester. He was accused that he stole an underwear. If there is one thing in the book of hilarious madness he was not involved with, however, as usual, let us blame the Jews. Let us blame the Jews became by time a tradition carried on from Muhammad, even being carried to Western people. Anything happening in the world, we blame the Jews. We learn that from Muslims. There is a story about a Palestinian woman. She is not a Palestinian, she is a Muslim from Hamas, Arab. She went to work in Israel. She left Gaza and she came back. Her husband, after few weeks after coming back, he noticed that she have a belly. He said to her, "What is that?" She said, "I'm pregnant." He said, how you are going to have a baby? I did not have sex with you more than a year. You just came." And then right away he started blaming the Jews. Even in that, they blame the Jews. It's not his wife cheating around, sleeping around. It is the Jews. I sent my wife to Israel and she have no baby in her belly. She came back to me and she have a baby. It is the Jews. It's not his wife, she is a whore. It is the Jews. So if we ask the Muslims, what make Islam a religion? Is that believing in a fiction somebody can control you by a Barbie? Somebody believe that there is a flying carpet, ring of Solomon? Somebody believe that the prophet, he have a plastic surgery to expand his breast, and Allah, he installed a dish of wisdom and dish of belief in his chest? What make Islam a religion and what make Muhammad a prophet? Especially the story about the angels stiffing inside the nerves and the vein of Muhammad wisdoms and faith.